Now it's time for Serie A, which is obviously completely the opposite for the boys in the Bundesliga, because Chef Michael and Alex have both been absolutely on fire. Chef Michael farms everything to do with Inter. Alex just loves goals in all the games. The old Catenacci's gone out the window. Every single game is producing goals. Atalanta scoring for fun. You've got Juve and Inter scoring for fun. Napoli, you don't know what you're going to get. Alex, this Serie A league table, is it starting to take shape?
No, not at all. Juve and Inter, of course, they are fighting for the title. But we have, after that, many teams fighting for the Champions League spots, for the Europa League spots. But yes, in terms of who is fighting for the title, and also in terms of who is better right now in the Serie A, by far Juventus and Inter are the top sides right now. But we have many teams that are brilliant going forward. We love them being positive teams, going all in every game. This is why we love Serie A this season, and also last season we did a lot of profit with Serie A, but this season we counted differently the records, and I really love having Chef Michaels next to us in both Serie A and Europa League, and we are doing an amazing job together.
Yeah, nice link into Chef Michael. How are you, mate?
I'm doing good, Flash. I just cashed out of this Chelsea bet, and then Valencia goes and scores this beautiful goal, so I'm glad I cashed out of that while I could.
Yeah, we do like that. I will let you know that I have actually gone with Inter to win this evening. So if they don't win or they only draw, then you know why. Because Unlucky Alf is on them. But I'm going to break that jinx this week, and I'm going to make sure that we eat nice and healthily. Okay, let's kick on. Let's go for the records, because they look like they're good reading, Rafa. Here it is. There's the record, 30.5. That is not a typo. The average price of 1.94, but look at the accuracy, 63.5. These boys are chucking darts and hitting the target over near enough 2/3 of the time. Can you knock up the individuals, please, Rafa? Alex, 14.6. That is absolutely on fire. Chef Michael, 15.9. You're having a nice little competition between the pair of you, and yet your teammates. Average price, Chef Michael, 2.01. Alex at 1.89. Boys, that is to be applauded. But obviously we're only, a third of the way through the season, if that. So we've got to keep going, kick on. And remember, odds market right across the board, over 400 units in profit. And we need to add to that, because that's not good enough. All right, let's start with you, Chef Michael. Brescia, 6.5, draw 4.8, and Atalanta, 1.54.
Yeah, I think this Brescia team's in quite a bit of turmoil right now. I mean, everything going on with Balotelli and stuff that he's going through on the pitch, and then to have it go on off the pitch. This comments made by the president over the week. I don't think his time there is going to be going on much longer. He stated over the week that he wanted to leave, and even hinted that he wanted to come to the United States and play in the MLS. So I don't think this is a team that you want to back without Balotelli, and certainly got to pick your spots with him in the lineup. So I mean, this team's not even the same kind of team that we saw in the beginning of the campaign. They had a lot of energy, they had a lot of pace, and they were looking to challenge to at least stay up on the table. But I don't see them challenging right now. They're probably gonna get relegated and go back down to Serie B. Atlanta, I think, would be too strong. They are struggling to score some goals right now without Duvan Zapata, but they put 7 past Udinese a couple weeks back. But that's not really nothing to brag about. Atlanta obviously coming off their Champions League match yesterday with Dynamo Zagreb, won 2-0. Rested a few guys. Ilicic came in, halfway through the second half, I think it was. I don't see very many goals. I still think Atalanta are struggling to score some goals here. Brescia, I don't think are going to score. They're going to try to keep it tight at home. I think Atalanta can at least win. I'm going to play it a little safe here. Atalanta -1 at 1.8. And I'm also going to go under 3.5 goals in the match at 1.64.
1.64, under 3.5 goals. I think that's quite a safe one, Chef Michael, but it's all going to add up if it's correct. Alex, Juve, 1.
Sorry, why aren't you playing the Martin Classic here, Atalanta, and under 4.5 goals?
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even check the price on that. What's the price on that?
You two have your own conversation. I don't mind. I'm just sitting here watching. So you have a little look at that, Chef Michael, if you want, and I'll may come back to you at a later date. Okay, Alex, Juve 1.31, the draw 6.2, and Sassuolo 13.2.
Yeah, again, you will say to me that I'm crazy, but I really think that Sassuolo will find the back of the net against the reigning champs, against the leaders, against the best defense in Serie A. But I really think that this Sassuolo side is producing amazing football. They are absolutely brilliant going forward. They have a really good fighting spirit. And I think that after that... let's say, nice win against Atletico Madrid in Champions League, I don't think that Juventus will go all in, all guns blazing, let's say. They will go to destroy Sassuolo. No, in Italy, when they are meeting smaller sides like Sassuolo is, for example, in comparison with them, they like to keep it safer, you know. They will play, but they might win at the end with a 2-1 maybe score. But I really think that Sassuolo is the kind of team that can create problems and can score against Juventus. So I'm going both teams to score at 1.95.
1.95. Yeah, that's a brave one. I thought when I looked at this, it might be a boring, maybe win to nil, like a little 2-0 cruise. But you've got Sassuolo, and that's why you're getting 1.95 for just both teams to score. Chef Michael, Fiorentina 1.42, draw 5.05, and Lecce at 8.1.
Yeah, I like to look at Fiorentina here at home. It's the only way to look here. Lecce are obviously pretty terrible. They're walking the line on that relegation zone. Got to think they'll be there at the end of the season. They're just ahead of Genoa and Spal, and I think both of them will find some points to gather up before the end of the season. So I think Lecce will be smack in that relegation zone. Fiorentina at home, they've just lost 2 matches in the last 10. But watching them, they're a completely different team at home. They hold that possession. They want to keep it tight. They create their own chances. They get out on some counters, pretty deadly attacks going forward. I think they can get the result from halftime. So I got Fiorentina halftime, full-time at 2.1.
Looks like great value that. Halftime, full-time, Fiorentina to win at 2.1. Alex, Inter 1.27, the draw at 6.0, and Spal 13.75. Where have you found the value?
Just wanted to add that Atalanta and under 4.5 is at even money right now. So who wants to jump on that can do it. About Inter against Spal, Spal are a dreadful team on the road. I think that they failed to score in the last six Serie A matches, and we are talking about Inter, one of the best defensive sides in Serie A, with Diego Godin there fighting for the title, keeping it tight at home. I don't know. I think that at home they have just 5 goals conceded so far. So that's a good sign that we will see Inter winning 2-0 at 2.02.
So is that, just say that again because you broke up. Inter to win 2-0?
Yes, at 2.02.
Yeah, I like that. 2.02. Just a quick shout out. Don07, Paddy Z, Shamil Hassalani, Sir24, all in the chat. And some geezer there called Alex Classic in the chat, obviously impersonating my friend in front of me. Right, I mentioned an Inter game. I mentioned an Inter game, and I've not got Chef Michael here. So I wrote, why, Chef Michael, are you not getting involved in Inter this week?
I just think it's a tough spot for them. They just had injury to Nico Barella. I think they got a bunch of injuries they're dealing with, and they got Roma coming in next week, and then obviously the big match with Barcelona. I just think it's a tough spot, and you gotta pick your spot, especially with these clubs and dealing with Champions League and rotations, and you never know who they're going to come out with this weekend, especially after what happens today. So that was the reason why.
You gotta keep your spot with Inter. Saying he's saying after playing Inter 13 rounds in a row, and in the 14th one he decided you gotta keep your spot with some teams coming from Champions League.
And what about the Champions League tonight?
A couple of rounds ago, and they lost against Juventus, and I passed on them. I passed on them a couple times, and I think there was a draw in the Champions League.
Yeah, but I don't mind. I don't mind you passing. I don't mind you betting them. I don't mind, because I just need to know why. Now, Champions League tonight, are you fancying them? Because I've bet them.
No, I passed on.
Oh, no. Oh, my wallet is just flashed past my face, and I'm trying to grab it, and it's not happening. Okay, all right. Well, let's move on. Alex, Parma 3.77, draw 3.45, and Milan at 2.3. I watched the Milan-Napoli game last week. I saw encouragement, but I'm not sure I saw enough to go and bet them.
No, absolutely. And where? Away at Parma? No, absolutely no. Don't bet Milan there because it's a tricky situation. At Parma, everybody has a tough match. And I'm going for both teams to score in this match at 1.9, the best odds that you can find on the market right now. And with the Bet365, they are offering 1.9. So most of the people have Bet365 and they can bet that number. But I think that Parma can pull off the upset here. And I would go also with a draw double chance at 1.8 for Parma. So Parma not losing at home against AC Milan. So I'm going with both. Draw double chance at 1.8 and both teams to score at 1.9.
Okay, sounds like a nice little 2-1 Parma, and you're going to be a very happy man. The last game of the day, Verona 4.5, draw 3.62, and Roma 1.95, Alex.
Yes, I will continue to go with Roma. Last week we cashed with Roma. They won 3-0 with one of your favorites, Chris Smalling, scored against Brescia there. So that's a first. That's a first one for an ex-Premier League player. Yeah, I think that Roma are by far the better side between the two. Roma are fighting for the Champions League spots. Are coming after that good. Against a tough team, Brescia, a 3-0 win. They dominated the entire game. It should have been 5-7-0, if you ask me. So Verona, a decent side, but not against Roma this time. I'm going with the value here, 1.88 for Roma to win this match.
Okay, I'll just let you know that I saw Chris Smalling play maybe 8 or 9 years ago in the reserves at Fulham. He comes from the south of England, and I recommended to Leicester that they should take a chance on him. And then when I speak to the Fulham reserve manager, he told me that Manchester United are watching him. So obviously we reversed out of that one because there was no chance of us getting him because we were a championship side at the time. Right, banker, please, Chef Michael.
I don't have a banker this week. I think this car was pretty tricky to manage. I am going to add, after listening to Alex's breakdown of Juve Sassuolo, I'm going to add Sassuolo plus 1.5 at 2.05. As Alex says, it just came to me, so I think that Juve I think that Juve, you know, they, especially after Champions League, they don't really come out. They have really no reason to come out here and try to destroy Sassuolo. And Ronaldo is obviously, he's come out and said that he doesn't really get excited for these meaningless matches in Serie A campaign anymore. He wants to just focus on Champions League and playing with Portugal. So he's probably not going to be playing this week, and who knows who else will be playing. So I think Sassuolo can manage to stay within 2 goals. So 2.05 looks like pretty good value on a plus 1.5.
That's it. We don't mind that. The beautiful brains putting themselves together, feeding off each other. That's what it's all about, this teamwork. Alex, banker for me?
This is why you will never hear Messi saying that he is not 100% on these games against Leganés or Valladolid or stuff like that. But Cristiano Ronaldo will say that teams like Sassuolo, come on, we're sick of them. Let's win the Champions League and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, banker of the week, Parma, AC Milan, both teams to score at 1.9.
Excellent. Keep up the great work, gentlemen. I'll let you go. Alex, we'll see you again soon. Chef Michael, have a great weekend. May all your bets be winners. And most of all, come on Inter tonight, Chef Michael.
But you understand that this is why he doesn't have a banker, you know? This is why he doesn't have a banker for this week.
No, exactly, because he's got off that Inter Milan train. No, there's no Inter Milan train this week. He's having to walk.
Yep. I'm walking on the side of the road today.
Yeah, we don't mind that. You're over 30, and the pair of you combined are over 30 units of profit. So listen, you keep doing what you're doing, gentlemen, and I'm going to let you go. Take care.